Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 14th of January 1982. And the title is Only Those Who Have Conquered Their Physical Senses Have a Right to the Kingdom of the World. How many instruments do you use in order to come into sound and to listen to sound? Even Bapdada has to adopt the instrument of the body in order to come into sound. However, in order to go beyond sound, one has to go beyond the world of all these instruments. These instruments only exist in this corporeal world. How many instruments do you use in order to come into sound for service? Someone who has the practice of stabilizing in the stage beyond sound can go beyond all of this in 1 second. Have you developed the practice of coming into sound one moment and going beyond sound the next? Do you experience such controlling power and ruling power within yourself? Even regarding the power of thoughts, you should be able to have whatever thoughts you choose, whenever you choose, and be able to expand on them whenever you want, and be able to merge all expansion into a full stop whenever you want. Are both the powers to start and to stop equally within you? You who have total control over your kingdom of physical senses, do you experience the authority of your kingdom? Is your authority of the kingdom higher, or is the authority of your physical senses, that is, your subjects, higher? Have you become Prajapati, the Lord of your people? What do you experience? As soon as you say stop, do they stop? It shouldn't be that you say stop and they start. Give a signal through your eyes to the power that makes all your physical senses work, and they should be able to function as you want. When you become a conqueror of your physical senses to this extent, then you can become a conqueror of nature. You will remain seated on the seat of your karmatic stage and also claim a right to the kingdom of the world. Therefore, ask yourself, have I taken the first step of becoming a conqueror of my physical senses? Does every physical sense function saying to you, yes, my Lord, yes, I am present? Do they constantly welcome you? Do they salute you, the one who has the right to that kingdom? Do all your subjects salute and bow down to you, their king? Hey, those who have a right to the kingdom, what are the activities of your kingdom like? Do your ministers and deputy ministers deceive you? Do you check the activities of your kingdom? Do you hold court in your kingdom every day, or only sometimes? What do you do? The sanskars of ruling your kingdom here will then, in the future, work there. Do you check whether at present you, the soul, have the sanskars of ruling a kingdom? That is, whether you have the sanskars of an unlimited world emperor, or the sanskars of ruling a limited kingdom, or even lower status than that, the sanskars of a maid and servant. You were also told in the Sakar days about the sign of those who are to become maids and servants, those who remain unhappy through being influenced by a problem or sanskar. That sign of unhappiness means to become a maid or servant. So, who am I? Check yourself for this. There isn't a wave of any type of unhappiness, is there? Even now, to be unhappy means to be a servant. Therefore, how could such a soul be called a ruler of the kingdom? Similarly, there will also be wealthy subjects. Here, too, some haven't become kings, but they have become wealthy subjects. This is because they have many treasures of the jewels of knowledge, and they have also accumulated a huge account of charity by doing service. However, they don't have the controlling power or the ruling power at the right time to be able to make themselves an embodiment of success. That is, although they are knowledgeful, they are not powerful. They have all the weapons, but they are unable to use them at the right time. They have all the stock, but they are neither able to use it themselves, nor are they able to inspire others to use it. They know the rules, but they don't know the way. There are souls with such sanskars. They are souls with the sanskars of wealth. They are definitely constantly close companions of the souls who have a right to the kingdom, but they themselves do not, because they do not have a right over themselves. Do you understand? Now examine yourself and see what you have become at the present time. Even now, you can change yourself. The whistle of the setting of the final seed has not yet been blown. You have a full chance. What do you tell others? If not now, then never. This is because you have to have these sanskars now for a long time, not just in the last moments. Therefore, this group of double foreigners should become a group of chancellors, those who take a golden chance. Therefore, which group do you belong to? Acha. Today, it is the turn of America and Australia. Therefore, which group do both of you belong to? Which groups have you brought? What do those from Australia think? Are you a group of chancellors? What do the Shaktis from Australia think? The Shakti army is no less. It is because of the Pandavas there that the Shaktis are Shaktis. Both of you are moving along at your own speed. Are there more Shaktis or Pandavas in Australia? The two are equal in number. Shaktis are taking a little rest at the moment. Later, they will fly more. This is why they are resting, is it not? However, each one has to claim number one. Many do this. They take a rest. Then, after a while, they go fast and reach their destination. Acha. To those who are constant conquerors of their physical senses, conquerors of nature, and conquerors of subtle sanskars, that is, those who conquer Maya and who have a right to their kingdom, to those who have a right to the future kingdom and who belong to the royal dynasty, To the Raj Rishi's souls, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and Namaste. Bap Dada meeting the Australian group. Bap Dada remembers you children more than you remember him. Bap Dada turns the beads of the rosary of you children every day, even though you sometimes miss remembrance. Bap Dada will never miss remembering you. Each of you beads has your own number. You are in the rosary. How many times Bap Dada must have turned the rosary of all of you? Bap Dada has always been proud of those from Australia. Why? Because those from Australia have recognized the Father and shown the foremost record of making the Father belong to them, whether in the terms of numbers, in terms of expansion, or in terms of quality. You are ahead in all, and you are looking after everything very well. This is why Australia is no less. Although London still has more Bharatvasi souls, all of you in Australia are number one in recognizing the Father, while hidden behind a curtain. This is why Bap Dada loves you. Do you understand? Do all of you residents of Australia experience yourselves to be the form of double light? To be double light means to overcome every obstacle constantly and easily. Do you experience this? What are the Shaktis thinking? The Shaktis are thinking that when they leave Madhuban, they should go back with such a blessing that they will be able to fly the flag of victory as soon as they arrive home. Bap Dada constantly showers flowers of praise on you because the foremost proof of the expansion of service is of you residents of Australia. There has been expansion of service in London too, and in some cases it is as though the branches have become the trunk. In the same way, Australia has emerged from London, and it too has now become the trunk. This too is a specialty. You are those who remain happy about everything. To remain happy means to know all the secrets. This is why the majority of you are contented souls. You are jewels of contentment. No matter how much upheaval there is in the atmosphere, you are those who remain constantly unshakable, because you are constantly with the Father. Are you not? Just as the Father is unshakable, so those who stay with Him will also be unshakable. Will they not? Bap Dada meeting San Francisco group. What is the special task of all the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris? What is the special task of Father Brahma? Brahma's task is to establish the new world. So then, what is the special task of the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris? To cooperate in the task of establishment. In America, the speed of bringing about destruction is increasing in those who are making everything ready for destruction. Similarly, is the speed just as intense in the children who are instruments for establishment? They are ready for destruction at a fast speed. So, are all of you ever ready with just as fast a speed in the task of establishment? Is their speed faster, or Is your speed faster? They are ready to destroy everything in 15 seconds, and you are ready in 1 second. What is your speed? To carry out the task of establishment in a second means to give drishti in a second and create a world. Do you have such a speed? So the souls who are instruments for establishment should always be aware that their speed should be faster than those working for destruction. This is because the question of destruction of the old world is connected with the establishment of the new world. Will establishment take place first, or will destruction take place first? The special basis of increasing the speed of establishment is to keep yourself constantly in a powerful stage. Together with being knowledgeful, remain in a powerful stage. The two must be combined. Only then will the task of establishment take place at a fast speed. So, where will the foundation of this fast speed be laid? In America. There are many service places in America. So, all of you must have the aim to claim number one. The spiritual bomb will first be released at your center, will it not? What will happen through that? Everyone will come to know the introduction of the Father. Just as destruction takes place through that bomb, so too this spiritual bomb will destroy all darkness. Therefore, what is the date of the release of this bomb? That government gives the date when a rehearsal is to take place. So, what is the date of your rehearsal? Foreign teachers had a picnic with Avyakt Dada. You have had a picnic. You keep listening all the time. Sometimes you eat, sometimes you listen. This is the specialty of the divine family. Sometimes you are in front of the teacher, sometimes in front of the Father, and sometimes in front of your friend. No one else can have or give the experience of so many forms throughout the cycle. Only the Father has this part at the confluence age. If you wanted to have a picnic with Bap Dada in the golden age, would you be able to have it? At the present time, you can celebrate a meeting with the Father however you want and in whichever form you want. This is why this is the fortune of you special servers. Bap Dada looks at the fortune of every child from Amrit Vela. He sees how many types of fortune are fixed for each soul. Amrit Vela brings fortune. It is Amrit Vela that brings you the fortune of a spiritual meeting. Is it not? You have a fortune in every action. In your looking, you look at the Father. You have received your eyes in order to see the Father. You have received your ears in order to listen to the Father. Therefore, that is fortune, is it not? There is fortune in every physical sense you have. You have received feet in order to follow, step by step. Each of your physical senses has its own fortune. So, make a list of how many types of fortune you have attained throughout the day. You saw the Father, you heard the Father, you went to sleep with the Father, you ate with the Father, you did everything with the Father. When you do service, you give the Father's introduction and enable souls to meet the Father. Therefore, that is such great fortune. So, Bapdada constantly sees how clear and long the line of fortune of each of you is. Does the line of your fortune break somewhere? Does it break and have to be mended again? Or has it remained constantly unbroken from the time it was connected? When it breaks, the line changes. Therefore, remain unbroken and constant. So, Bapdada continues to see these scenes of the children. What else does the Father have to do? He has made all of you instruments for world service. So, what task of the Father remains? Baba is doing everything anyway. The Father's task is just to be the backbone. However, otherwise, he just meets the children. He looks at the children. He has a heart-to-heart conversation with the children and makes them move along. This is all he has left to do, is it not? All of you are concerned for the world, and Bapdada is only concerned for you. It is you children who will reveal the Father to the world. The Father will be revealed by the children. The Father is the backbone. If Baba were not the backbone, you would become tired by yourself. Baba also has attachment. This is why he cannot bear to see the tiredness of the children. This is why you come here every year to have your tiredness removed. When you come here, you take off the crown of your responsibility of service. There, you have to watch every situation as to whether anyone is looking at you or listening to you. If anything happens here, you feel that Didi and Dadi are here, that Bapdada is here, and they themselves will sort everything out. Here, you are free. So, you have good experiences doing service abroad. Do you not? You have become doubly knowledgeful. Have you not? Acha. Blessing. May you be a living lighthouse and show all souls the path with the light of all powers. If you souls always maintain the awareness that you have incarnated from Paramdham to benefit the world, then whatever thoughts you have, whatever words you speak, will be filled with benefit for the world. This awareness will work like a lighthouse. A physical lighthouse beams light of one color. The colors of all the powers that radiates from you living lighthouses will carry out the task of showing all souls the path. When souls experience this, they will realize that they have come to a mine of limitless treasures, that everything is to be attained here. Slogan: enthusiasm for service enables you to merge all minor illnesses. Om Shanti.